the government spying on you.
Oh, that's the government spy, right?
The songbird does. It's just a little repetitive now that I think about it.
Think about it.
He's just trying to get laid.
Those little tits are out there spying on you.
Tits?
Yeah.
That's what they're called. A tit bird.
What?
I'm gonna start
There's
using
birds called
that.
little tits.
Yeah, those little tits up there.
You never heard of the European tit?
No.
They're always out.
What cup size is it?
American tits.
I mean, that too. But let's go back to the beginning. So in 1947, the CIA was founded, and, its sole responsibility was to spy on us.
No, it's intelligence.
Yeah, sure.
It was to make our country better.
Well, so it was spying, and the 50s come along, communism starts, and everybody kind of loses their shit even worse, right?
Right.
So they decide, what should we do? We should make bird robots, kill 12 billion birds, and just let the birds go.
What?
So they did.
Oh, I thought you were saying that every bird on Earth is fake, kind of like
Yes.
flat earthers.
Every bird is fake.
But at some point, birds were real.
Yes, in the 1940s to 50s, birds were real.
So are you saying the vultures on the side of the road are almost like a cleanup crew, like
Yes.
trash men that their
Yes.
job is to clean up the side of the road, but also spy at the same time?
Yes.
But what about an ostrich?
Possibly a robot.
What about penguins?
Wait, aren't ostriches mammals?
They're a
What?
bird.
They're a fucking bird.
It's
I think
got
I'm wrong.
feathers. What about chickens? What's the chicken egg? If the chicken's a robot, then what's that make the egg? Is that are we ingesting biocanic?
How do you think
nanite?
Terminators are born?
Nano?
Like nanites.
Nanites?
Yeah.
Is there nanites in the eggs?
That's what GMO is.
What'd you call me?
GMO.
Homo.
Stars and bars over here, boy. I'll fight you over words like that, motherfucker. Look at this belt buckle.
yeah.
You see this goddamn belt buckle right here? See this
the
fucking
people.
belt buckle?
We the people.
So the late 50s come along, and they're like, all right, it's time to finally get rid of the birds. But one dude's like, no, we're not doing that. That man was JFK.
R.I.P., baby.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's why he got his
together
wig
now.
split. He got his wig split because he wanted to save the birds.
Mm-hmm.
He got his face split. Boom. Boom.
Yeah, because JFK, he was murdered by the CIA for his rebellion, pretty much. He was the first and only president to stand against the murder of the birds. From LBJ to Donald Trump, every president we've had since has turned a blind eye to the atrocities that began in 1959.
Who thought of it? Who is there a one person that this goes back to?
Yes.
Who?
So it's like Lee Hart Oswald was just like hanging out the window with his gun, and like the bird lands and chirps.
Yeah,
and it
Lee
looks
Harvey
right at him
Oswald
and
was a
like
bird.
blinks.
He was a bird truther.
Oh, is that what they're called? Bird truthers?
No, I just made that up.
I'm just having this one's hard for me to grasp onto, but I love it to death.
Well, the birds are replaced with robots to spy on us.
How much do you think that'd cost? Like, okay,
Well,
put a number on the birds.
1957,
Put a
All
number
right.
on birds. Like, how many birds are we saying are
12
fake?
billion birds were replaced.
Okay. All
Wait,
right.
no. Does this go along with the theory that in the wintertime you never see birds because the government's working on them?
They're recharging them, Thomas. Good eye.
All right,
Yeah.
I have the number here. I have the number 12 billion. So you're saying that 12 billion, now we have ostriches and chickens and cardinals and crows and like every type of bird. So you got birds from big to small. So where is an average cost for one of these robot birds? Let's put a number to this 12 billion.
I have no idea how much a government robot would cost.
They're not cheap. They're not cheap, right? Like cheap,
No,
cheap,
yeah, I
cheap.
see
That's a
what
bird
you're
joke.
doing there.
They're not cheap. They're not cheap. They're not a $50 bird. They're like they fly.
Everybody that goes to work, you get taxes taken out of your check, but you never receive a service in return.
Okay, well, still, I'm talking about.
You
Let's
pay
think
a
of
couple
robotics
$100
here.
Yeah, but you pay a couple $100 a week. You magnify that by the millions of people that work.
But are we sending? Okay, yeah, I understand where this money's coming from, but I still need to understand how much this costs, because I mean, our top of the line, high class destroyer that's just been released was a $4 billion boat, boat, and it's
America's not worried about money, baby. They just print more.
And
Stimulus money.
And apparently there's 2 guns on that thing. That one round out of that gun is $800,000, and
Worth it.
the government's financial department said no. We're not going to have these guns with this $800,000 ammo. We rethink that. But okay, let's say it's a $2,000 bird. Can we maybe say there's an average price of $2,000 per bird, because these birds got to fly and they got to sing and they got to land on a branch? It's pretty sophisticated, but I think $2,000 is on the light side, right?
Yeah,
but let's
say
just
$5,000 a piece.
Okay, average price $5,000. Does everybody think that's safe?
That's fine.
I think that's overdoing it by building 12 billion units. But all right.
That's like $60 trillion.
I'm going to multiply 12 billion by 5,000.
Yeah, you're right. It's 60 trillion.
I don't know what that number is.
That smells like a right-wing conspiracy.
Okay, so
no, didn't we just spend trillions of dollars giving everybody $2,000 checks?
Not 60.
No, not trillion. No, I don't think it went to trillion.
It was like
It did?
2 something trillion we just spent.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay, so not 60 though. Plus those
Yeah, so
birds, those birds needs maintenance. We're talking about a one-time purchase of 60 trillion, and then you got to factor in maintenance every year. You know, birds get hit by cars, birds get killed by people that want to shoot doves in hunting season. So
Well, they
now
could be organic birds.
Yeah, and then if you have robots building the birds, then you don't have anyone in there to have to pay.
Yeah, they could be like a
No.
techno-organic mishmash. You know,
You
birds
got-
with like robot eyes.
you've got to pay people to fix those robots. I got
Well, they
to
grow new ones.
All right, so I just wanted to. I had to get a number on that. Now I've
That's
got
a ton
a
of money.
I've got a.
It really bites into the theory.
So okay, so we got a number on the birds. So okay, where do we go from here, Chris?
Well, you know, when they finally set the birds off, the guys that they got to do it, they sent them to the front lines of Vietnam to die.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
So that gets rid of anybody that could blow the whistle on them.
Thing is, those guys didn't die; they just disappeared. So, what happened?
How did they kill all the birds? Did they say that?
A B-52 with poison gas.
Yes, those are the guys that got sent.
You ever heard of crop dusting?
Thank you. Those are the guys that got sent
Okay.
to Vietnam. They crop
Okay.
dusted the
Agent Orange.
Gotcha.
birds. Ooh, that's another good one. Agent Orange could have killed the birds.
It definitely
There we
killed
go.
birds. I guarantee you, Agent Orange killed lots of birds.
Our tax dollars are being funneled into a building, the Turkey X500, a robot used to hunt large birds.
Wow, I see that.
Chris, this is a wacky conspiracy, but I love it.
It has traction, man.
Well, so does the Flat Earth Society. That doesn't mean it's real and right. But
Okay, so they created the bird robots, right?
Right.
And it's to spy on everybody and get intelligence for the government, right?
Right.
Is there any other utility for these birds? Can they function and do anything else as far as, or is it just meant as to be a camera?
I feel like they can also function as birds.
so that's what I was saying. The vultures are cleaning up. The vultures are cleaning up our highways and byways, baby.
Well, you got to also think, everybody that has like Alexa and Google speakers, like a good bit of people have that.
That's how that works.
But then the people that are like, I'm going to be off the grid, but I'm going to keep my canary with me in case there's a gas leak.
Bad mistake. Bad mistake.
They're
See,
still in your house.
those pelicans out on the beach. On those, that's the government's way of spying on women with their tops down.
Hell yeah.
How do you think the iCloud leaks happen? Birds.
Birds, baby, birds.
Yeah.
Birds.
And
One
you
word.
know,
One word.
animal-
Birds. Non-plural.
animals cannot talk. Like, no animal talks.
But a
That's how many
bird,
chirps.
a bird
It's like
speaks in
parrots.
zeros and ones.
Zeros and ones. Yeah.
You
My
imagine
man
a-
gets it.
Can you imagine a Matrix bird? Like nothing in the Matrix is real. Not even a
Except
bird,
for
but a bird.
Except for the
Right,
birds. Birds are the only thing that's real in the Matrix.
Yeah, reverse.
Birds are the robot in the Matrix. There's
No,
no,
they're the real. They're real. They're not robots. They are real.
Oh yeah. I think I've got things wrong. Wait,
How do they fit
the
real birds into a computer simulation, though?
The Matrix
have
is the
billions of
simulation, or is the
birds?
Matrix the robot world?
The Matrix is the simulation.
Okay.
Right. So they hook up billions of birds into the simulation with fake people.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Sure.
All right, birds. Man, I love that. I've never heard this conspiracy, but I love it.
Toucan Sam is the one.
I think I know who's controlling all these birds.
Who?
They revealed this to us in Game of Thrones.
Who?
Oh,
Bran Stark.
yeah.
I
the
keep saying
one-eyed bird.
who, so I was thinking there was going to be an owl joke in here.
Who?
Oh,
Echo. All right, so Chris,
oh man.
we're gonna put a nail in that coffin, Chris. You satisfied with your detailed description of the bird conspiracy?
I mean, without making stuff up, yeah. I think we're good.
Keep going. That's the whole goal of a conspiracy is it's pretty much made up every time, baby.
Well, there's a robin with a gun to my back right now going, telling me to better
Robin wouldn't want you to talk about that. The Robin would be the one you would have a Robin outside your window listening in, and there's CIA Matrix agents about to bust down your door. You just got swatted, Chris.
Think about it. Why is there a state bird for every different state?
Does
Oh
anybody
yeah,
have a
some birds are
chicken?
protected.
Mm-hmm. Cardinals are protected. They're the hierarchy. In North Carolina, cardinals are the hierarchy of birds that protect us from the evils of.
You're not allowed to shoot a hawk. You're not allowed to kill a
the
hawk, and it's not
worms.
a state bird in our state.
The hawks are like the soldiers.
Yeah, and the country's animal is a bird.
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen a hawk
the
kill.
bald eagle?
I've seen a hawk kill a chicken. So that's like worker on worker crime.
And it's keeping up appearances.
Yeah.
Okay.
The charade of life.
Well, that can't be a
But-
robot. That thing just killed another bird. Yeah, I get it. I see.
Yeah. And that's like whenever people get up at 2 a.m. and they go look in the refrigerator, but they don't get anything.
Here's what
It's just going through the motions.
Here's what I think a $5,000 bird would get you. Take a drone and just put a fucking pinata bird over top of the drone, and I think that's what a
No.
$5,000 bird will get you, because that's
like
basically
that's
drone
like a
technology.
$300 bird.
No, drone technology is like top of the line DJI drone
see,
right now.
That's
is,
their leaking stuff. That's the drip feed. in another 50 years, consumers will have the same technology as the government uses to build birds.
I'm telling you, these are
that's right.
20, 30, maybe $50,000 birds.
No, because the technology we have is 20 to 30 years behind what the government already has. Like they already have cloning tech. They already have active camo. They have lasers.
You tell me how
I
much
mean-
active camo is not affordable to the fucking government.
Yes,
It's like
they
$1
have it,
billion
though.
technology. Just because they have it doesn't mean, and we don't,
They have
doesn't
it.
mean it's cheap.
Are you saying
How do you think they
the
created
birds have it?
Predator?
How do you think they create money? It just prints, but that doesn't make money affordable. It just, I mean, the military isn't just making predators and affordable birds. It still costs. I mean, how about that $800,000 ammo that they're shooting out? It's not free for them. They still have to buy it.
Yeah.
But I just love thinking about how much it was how many birds? 12 billion birds.
Wasn't it 60 trillion to build all those birds?
at
12
5,000
billion.
at 5,000 a piece, and that's a fucking deal.
That's
So-
manageable. If they do that over a couple years, they could do that. Especially
well,
during
also,
the
who
Cold
made-
War and the height of communism.
Yeah, who made those
They
birds?
could hide that.
That's a couple factories too, working overtime over a few years.
I
and
think
plus,
the AI built the birds.
oh, we had AI that long ago. We had AI.
Yeah, we recovered the AI from the Roswell crash.
Yeah.
No,
And what if the hawk that's going down and eating chickens? What if those are killing any stray birds that are rebellious towards
oh
the
yeah,
robot
keep
birds?
those mouths shut. You shut your fucking mouth. They stop tweeting
Yeah.
and start talking.
Also, the national debt is only $24 trillion.
Compared to what? That's still a lot.